we got some major reports that Howie Roseman will trade for a safety before the deadline. Eagles week 6 versus the Dolphins. Kelly Greenfield looks great. Plus, Julio Jones is activated and ready to go. Sidney Brown not only ready, but he said he's not afraid of this Miami Dolphins offense. And Sean Desai says physicality can beat speed. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast, and today we got a lot to get into. It is actually game day. Kelly Green is in the building. We're going to need a huge game from Jalen Hurts and the offense, but before we get into it, help your boy out. Hit that like, subscribe if you are new, and turn on that notification bell so you know when we drop these videos or go live, which we will be live at 8 o'clock for the play-by-play. Let's get into it. So I know I've been MIA, took my kids to a haunted attraction, and we went to the zoo, and you knew I had to stop by to the Bald Eagle, especially with this big game versus the Dolphins tonight, but they look so beautiful, just like a Wynwood tonight versus the Dolphins. Staying with the actual Kelly Green version game, not only are we going to rock the outfit Sunday night, we are going to see the old school logo on the field, the old school writing. Again, this is the game Eagle Nation has been waiting for. Sunday night, prime time, Kelly Green field, Kelly Green jersey, and we're going against one of the better teams in the NFL. It just stinks that it's coming off a Jets loss, or the fan base wouldn't be as scared as I've been seeing on Twitter and all these other social medias. Eagle Nation, we are one of the better teams until proven otherwise. We had a letdown. He wasn't the same last week. A lot of things didn't go our way, but we got to start with taking care of the football. We cannot see interceptions, right? Jalen Hurts got to be the first one to take care of the ball because he did throw 3 interceptions. We also got to see the skill players. When the ball's in your hand, do something with it. Run the ball, DeAndre Swift. You can't allow, whether it's a catch or a run, to fumble the ball like this, especially versus a lethal team in the Dolphins. You're too good to be doing that stuff. Now, we're going to come back to the game because it's Sunday game day. Like I said, I've been preoccupied with the kids, but Howie Roseman is busy. Howie Roseman is literally on the phones, talking to the people he needs to be talking to. The actual report for DM Rasani is Howie Roseman is working the phones, and he's specifically targeting a safety ahead of the trade deadline. And of course, the picture shows these 3 guys that could come in and make an impact the very next week. Now, reports are that Jeremy Chin is still available for trade, but depending on that injury, if he's the last resort, I ain't mad at it still, but we need the immediate help, right? If he comes back week 10, 11, 12, it would be good, but how long until he gets really built into this defense? The 3 on the picture I just showed, Kevin Byard, Buda Baker, or Justin Simmons, would help out immediately. They've been playing, they're ready to play. And again, that's the one area we keep getting hurt at. However, Howie Roseman is not going to lay down as it pertains to making sure he can find the right safety to add to this team. We also heard murmurs a little bit at the end of the week, couldn't really talk about it, that Rashawn Penny could be on the trade block, but per the same reporter, Rasuni, also notes she hears the Eagles are staying put with Rashad Penny, and they view him as a valuable depth piece. Interesting. Well, I ain't gonna lie, he's the definition of deep depth piece because the Eagles don't even ask him to dress some days, and when he is dressed, I think he has 2, maybe 3 carries on the season. It is wild. We did get confirmation talking about safety, not ones that we can go out and acquire, but the ones in-house. We did get confirmation that Reed Blankenship is out. He's going to miss a game, which means who's going to step up? The Eagles did sign Josiah Scott, but do we really want to see him playing? Is he better than Terrell Edmonds? I think I'm going to rock with Terrell Edmonds, but the guy who got to be the focal point at safety is Sidney Brown. With Reed Blankenship out versus the Dolphins, Sidney Brown won't just play, he will get his first start. Now, this is big. Like I said, it's not like Sidney Brown is starting alongside of Reed Blankenship. He's not starting alongside of Justin Evans, both them guys being out due to one person injured for 1 week, The other one, and Justin Evans, put on IR. And we always talk about who plays next to you matters because you got to play your responsibility and maybe help out for a slow Terrell Edmonds. It's going to be a lot for the young guy to focus on what he needs to do if he sees one of his teammates, one of his brothers getting beat. That's why it's always good to have another solid player to the left and the right of you. We talk about that all the time via O-line, D-line, cornerbacks, all that stuff. However, Sidney Brown is ready. He's been waiting for this opportunity. Listen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the next man up there. We got some older guys that have done a lot of good things, and unfortunately, we are kind of, ticking with the injury, but you just got to be prepared. You never know when your name's going to be called, but this is something that I've been preparing for, so if my name is called, then I'll be ready to go.
Not only did they ask him about next man up mentality, and you heard Sidney Brown, he's ready and been waiting. They also asked him, how does he feel to be coming back from injury? Your first official start as a rookie against this juggernaut offense. They tried to make him feel like he should be scared of the Dolphins, but Sidney Brown got that dog in him. He's not scared. Listen.
I mean, it's just we got to play on the same field as them, right? So, we got a good game plan going in, and again, I'm confident. I'm confident what we're gonna do, and again, yes, they're a very talented team, but we're gonna do everything in our power to stop that explosive offense.
You heard it from the young dog, Sidney Brown, ready to get back. And like I said, I wish he was playing alongside of a Reed Blankenship or even a Justin Evans, but you got to adjust. It looks like we're going to have Jalen Carter back, big play Slay, and Sidney Brown. So although we're going to miss Reed Blankenship, a.k.a. the Ghost, I have a good feeling about this game and just the response, not just on offense, who really needs the response, but the focal point of how do you beat this speed team? Sean Desai had a nice little thing about physicality can trump speed sometimes.
One thing that we always want to pride ourselves on defense is playing physical. And in my experience, even going back to my days at Temple and we were coaching special teams, speed can hurt you, but physicality can hurt speed. And so we want to be able to try to counteract that. We want to be able to swarm the ball carriers and run and make sure we're around the ball as much as we can be and bringing a lot of bodies around the ball.
That's where I think if you were pairing Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship for this game, bang, bang, that is a physical safety duo who does have speed and the ability to read and react very well. However, we're still missing Reed Blankenship. It is what it is, but physicality got to be at the forefront for this defense because if you don't get hands on a guy like Waddle, hands on a guy like Tyreek Hill, they're going to run right past you. It's as simple as that. However, a few things on the offensive side before we get into the offense and defensive numbers. Julio Jones brought up from the practice squad to the active roster. How much is he going to play? I don't know. How much is he going to be productive? I don't know, but it's good to know that Julio Jones is going to play in this epic Sunday night Kelly Green at home versus a juggernaut team. We're going to have a lot of weapons for number one to get busy. Now let's head over to these offense and defensive numbers. Looking at the offense for the Dolphins, of course, it's first with 323.8 yards per game passing, first in rushing with 181.8 yards per game rushing, and first in points with 37.2. Looking at the Eagles, 257 yards per game passing, which ranks ninth, 150 rushing, which ranks second only to the Dolphins, and 25.8 points per game, which ranks fifth in the NFL. Now let's go over to the defense. The Dolphins allow 252.5 yards passing per game, which ranks 19th. They allow a buck 14.5 on the ground, which ranks 20th. Eagles got to take advantage of that for sure. And they allow 26 points per game, which is ranking 26 in the NFL. Now over to the Eagles, 254 yards allowed via the pass, which ranks 20th. So we're only one behind the Dolphins. And both of us are banged up in the secondary. I think Xavier Howard got some stuff going on with him. Rushing yards allowed 65.8, second. So we should be able to shut that down. We got to focus on stopping their passing game. And points allowed, 20.7 allowed, which is 15th in the NFL. So I'm looking at it like this. We can't just be one-dimensional. We have the opportunity to throw the ball and pass the ball on this team, stay balanced, keep our offense looking as good as we know it could look, because I believe the Dolphins are going to put up points. I'm not saying our defense ain't good, but this offense we're going against is just that dangerous. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. But hold up, I'm actually going to drop a score prediction in this video because I won't do a live pregame, but we will be live before the game and during the game. I just wanted to say this. If you made it this far, no drinking tonight, no sipping tonight, because I got to get up very, very early. It's a Sunday night game, so no sipping. That being said, 33-27. I got the Birds winning 33-27. Let me know your score prediction. Of course, I'm going to ask y'all later in the day, but let me know right now. Hit the like for your boy, subscribe if you are new, and turn on that bell because we're going to be here in about 4 to 6 hours. We out.